let's continue. I'd be delighted to know where this is gonna go. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? Okay, so it seems like what I debated about this the last one, but I thought the last one that like the mind was only for Monika, like the monologue. I thought that was only like Monika's thought in like a third person way, third person way. Jesus Christ. But they also talk it from Sayori's perspective, and I did Yuri's perspective as well. So I think it's just in general third person. You know, my speaking game is on point today. Like, holy shit. I'm so stupid. Okay. I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. It's not your fault! Don't worry! Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Noise. ... Minutes pass, and nobody enters the club room. Why is Monika not here? Not Yuri or Monika. They just went out to go for some nature. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one here. Yuri's actually late. Monika runs the corner, approaching the club room, and she does so. Yuri? Ah! Yuri jumps at the sound of Monika's voice. She's sitting outside the club room, against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window and then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead. Yay! Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes! Monika's utterly confused. I love administration. It's my favorite activity. Did you know one of my main hobbies? You know, I like knives, I like books, I like nature. I like administration, you know. It's just really one of the things that just makes me feel like, ah, yes, administration. I've done something so cool today. It's actually crazy. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with Yuri before? Did they not get along after all? Monika looks into the club room herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. What the fuck? You literally just saw Sayori be alone in the club room, and I thought you'd be like, oh, I feel bad for her. Why would Yuri not want to spend time with her? And you just went, okay, whatever. She can be depressed. I don't care. You want to do some administration with me, Yuri? Yay! I like stabbing people. That's a good mood, Carmen. That's an interesting mood. Me too. Monika is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have risen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. My favorite administration, taking a walk. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods, and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monika finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything. Literally me. I don't speak properly. This is literally me. Monika tenses up at the extended conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Ah, sorry I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Be right back. Okay, Carmen, see you in a bit. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Wait, I didn't read. Yeah. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And I'm not good at reading. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it into her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought but can't figure out how to continue it. Sayori literally enjoyed it. Yuri, you're so stupid. She literally liked it. Why did you back off? Ah! This is frustrating me. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head. Hey Ryu, how are you today? I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly, I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. She feel like she takes too much initiative, I guess? I guess that's it? So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monika pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. Good to know that you like having people, Carmen. Yeah, you join into some interesting chats that everyone can be happy with, not just only some people. Of course, I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. Good to know that Monika feels like a little more being able to talk with people after like having to deal with Sayori and deal with herself in the first side story, if that makes sense. It signals to Monika that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Also, what I think is that if we would have gone Natsuki route in the main game, I think it would have been Natsuki who came out that door in this instead of Yuri. Because it ended off with the cliffhanger being like who's it gonna be, and I think it could have been either way. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Welcome back, Carmen. Okay, Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. Not weird, you're just introverted. Don't worry, like half the population in the world is. Online, at least. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? Honestly, nowadays, it's just like, say something weird, you're funny, then have a conversation about that for 3 hours, and then you make friends. That's how it works. I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So, I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. She what? Hold on, you're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. No, that's not what happened at all. That's not what she was trying to do. You're so stupid. Yuri. I just want to be treated like a normal person. You are. If you don't like me, or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. She was trying to take interest. Holy crap, this is frustrating me. Sayori does not deserve this. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort, just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the intense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the halfway. Why can I not speak? Stop short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monika looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down, with her fists clenched. It's like, I'm about to punch Sayori. Don't believe me, okay? It's not in the halfway. It's the hallway. This is also the hallway where, you know what happened, Carmen. I don't have to explain it to you. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Yeah, that, Carmen. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. That is what she's trying to do, Yuri. Don't say she's an awful person. That's just rude. So, if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's... I said persons again! Weird needs. I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monika hesitates to finish her thought out loud. Okay, Monika, feeling like she can take any problems now after literally being the most depressed one from the club, like, literally probably 2 days ago in the club. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Okay, it's fine. You can bully me for it, okay? It just happens, okay? I can not deal with it. I just can't speak. It's like what I said earlier. I have mental brain farts like every 3 seconds. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... It's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. I feel like what these side stories are just going through their problems and how they came over their problems, like, by meeting new people. I think that's what these side stories are, and they're also trying to make you feel for people more. Like, getting to know them better as well, I think. Which is cool. I like these a lot. They are fun to read, if I was able to read at least. But they're still fun to read. Ah, you're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. But she doesn't, and walks away, and never comes back. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monika smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monika's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monika finished replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monika mostly did the work while Yuri followed along, but as the clubroom once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. This door is just too heavy. I cannot open it. It's so hard. Ah! Yuri starts toward the door, but then turns to face Monika. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? Ah! I can take a walk. Want me to get you coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I actually prefer some Ooga Booga Oolong tea, if you wouldn't mind. I like to make my own, though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home, I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? No, the electricity in the world has not gone too far away. We can use an electric kettle in a classroom, unfortunately. Like, we're probably already close to teleportation and time traveling in like 2 years, but kettles in classrooms, that's too much. That's just too much technology. My brain cannot take it. I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monika waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades one more. Also, this is really, really random, but looking at the perspective of this, right? Like, isn't this door, like, here's the wall, but this door should, like, have, like, an whole outway to the club, if that makes sense. Like, I always thought this door was to the literature club, but that wouldn't make sense, because the wall's here, and the club room would be that way. But that's not, makes sense in perspective with the door. I don't know why I randomly thought of this, but I just realized this. That I don't think it can be this door where the club room is. So I feel like it's either like behind us or like something there, but why would it be? I don't know. But whatever, who even cares? A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her, but it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the club room door. Yuri? Well, wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At the moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. Why did I just say afternoon British? I wasn't expecting you to calm. What's fucking hell? Me! Our teacher doesn't even know that you can pause YouTube videos by pressing place or just clicking on the video anywhere. They just slowly move the damn cursor to the bottom left. That's what every teacher in my school does! They're so stupid. Like, they need to ask us how to change the volume. Like, literally, what the fuck? And like, they only know how to change the YouTube volume, not like the system volume. So like, when they change the YouTube volume, but their system volume is still like all the way low, and they're like really confused as to why it's not loud, and then just get mad at the PC. I'm like, bruh, you're such a boomer. Exactly that one. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first, but I got most of the way through it. And look! Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. Yuri suddenly gets invited to Danganronpa and goes into a killing game. Dun dun dun. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. You were watching a movie, and this bitch that ass didn't know how to activate full screen. The teacher isn't IT. No way. That's so sad. We had like last week. They also didn't know how to go full screen, and they like made the the Google page. They went to the top right and like zoomed in on the Google page, so they knew how to do that, but not how to full screen. And I was literally brawling so bad, but I didn't want to help them as well because it was just funny. And I think everyone else was like, because literally no one wanted to help her. Stop. Yuri presses her fists against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after hearing received the exact opposite response she was expecting. Yeah, Yuri thinks she's still doing it for pity. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? Wait, was that Sayori who said it? No, it was Yuri. I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like. I don't want your pity! Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Yuri or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here before Monika sees her like this, and before Yuri tells Monika what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. Aww, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Aww. It's okay. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. I can feel the direction of all of these. All of them like end off in a sad emotional moment, and then they get a CG. These look really cool, by the way. I love the new art. And then something happens, and then everything gets okay. I hope so. Yeah, these side stories are really cool. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice, "It's okay. It's okay." Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Why would you even want to that, though? Yuri sniffles. "I smell a woman." Breathing heavily through the clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise, I understand that. So, I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings, and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. Damn, Yuri, a lot of sniffling happening. Oh, wait, sniffling means when you're crying. Oh, wait, I thought it was like sniffing. Okay, don't worry about it. We're supposed to be emotional here, guys. Guys, are we crying already? We need to be, yeah, like fucking dogs, yeah. Guys, we're supposed to be crying here, okay? Guys, I'm feeling really sad right now. This is emotional, guys. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts and speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests, because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading, so I'll help you with the things that you need to. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you, with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid that you would get frustrated with me, but I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that is true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know, worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise. It's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say it. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. Maybe you're right. What if they are lesbians? I'm not assuming, of course. They can be whatever they want to be, but, you know, feeling that. Also, your message got blocked. I just see this. Your message got blocked by AutoMod because you said lesbians. What the hell? Why? What? Wait, what? I thought the club is about reading and not therapy. Oh, okay, just let them have their problems, okay? But, you're not wrong. Also, can we talk about the fact how wide this chair is? These either need to be 2 chairs, because look, one of the parts of the chair is here, and it ends here. This chair is this wide. Is these 2 chairs or 1 chair? Like, do you see this? Am I not tripping here? How is this is big boy chair over here? Like, okay. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Oh, lore about why Sayori has short hair? Okay. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. Let me draw for you so you understand the picture. Oh, jeez. Okay. Sure, yeah. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. Okay, you don't have to act all smart the moment you're not sad anymore. Like, be like, I'm actually so much better than you, so please fuck, you know? Okay, Yuri, we get it. You're smart, okay? You don't have to act smart, even if that's just your personality, okay? This makes me feel so dumb. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be defended. I will not be defended. Yeah, because you're on your own. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though. So we'll see what it happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent for it. Yuri, stop ruining, like, everything that happened. Jeez, it was so sweet. It was so emotional. Yuri, stop. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Carmen, maybe Yuri isn't lesbian. Maybe Sayori is, but Yuri is not. I hate to break it to you. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. Well, Carmen, maybe she is. She might be, actually. I think she is. I was just saying. I'm back! Hi, Monika! What's popping? Monika's back! I haven't seen you, like, at all recently. Sayori trots over to Monika. Ah! She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Ah! Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monika. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Ah. Hey, don't call me a monster. Yeah. Yuri can be kind of a monster and just transforms green and just eats everyone. That happens. Okay, just have to avoid it next time. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Ahaha. Do we do the elegant laugh or do we do the fake laugh? What you said, Carmen? Go. Ahaha. Or ahaha. 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 One of them. Old man laugh. Oh, hello there, fine ladies of the streets. Could you, help me over here and stuff? Yuri laughs. Monika perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. Man, after today, I feel like I have a lisp. Like, I never discovered this, but after reading today, I feel like I have a lisp. I feel like I've discovered that today. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity at the literature club. About that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes! Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Monika scared me again. Display capture. Okay. This. Okay. Carmen, you're so smart. I didn't think of that. I thought it was like 2 big, funky, chunky chairs, but the fact that it's just 1 chair. But it's so confusing. Who the fuck is that fat to go sit in that chair? Like, Jesus Christ. But okay.